So there is 98 mining. We've done a little bit of AFKing, we've edited some videos, and now some time to go and rack up some league points. So I thought I may as well just round up and get 98, and we need some Elder Rune bars for the Elder Rune armor set as well, because I want to get it up to tier 5, and I also want to use it to train smithing eventually as well. But decent sitting there. We've got one more metamorphic geode. These are very hard to come by, so we'll definitely be mining a bit past 99 to go and get the 10 of those. In terms of what we're going to do next, we're going to do sort of like some bank standing stuff. I'm going to rattle through the things, and then I'll just come pop up when we get the points, just to show you guys what we're getting. So the first one we're going to be doing is short bows. So by doing 100 of these, this is going to be an 80-point task. Then I've got some herbs to go through, some herb farming, and then just some other stuff to do as well. So 3.2k points is where we're going to currently start at. I'm hoping by the time we sort of rattle through these, because there are some 200-point tasks we're going to do, we're going to be more around that 2000 range and getting ever so close now to that tier 7. I have watched a couple of videos about the tier 7 rewards, and Everlasting Faith starting to look good. I don't think the EOF is what I want, because I can get to the EOF quite easily because I've got Invention. But it's going to be between the God Book and also the prayers. The prayers might help me more in the long term because it's going to teach me mechanics. It's going to let me be able to learn these bosses a bit easier. But also the book is DPS. So I'm going to sit and think about it. I'm actually making the wrong bows. It should be short bows, not shield bows. So that is annoying. But we're going to go get this task done, and then we'll hop in every time it's time to get another task done. So there is the 100 short bows done for another 80 points. And on to the next one, which is going to be to clean 50 Cannantines. That is going to be another 80 points as well. So these 80-point tasks are going to rack up very, very quick. So after this, I'm going to go and do Radiant Energy. So Radiant Energy to do 200 is going to give a 200-point task. But not only that as well, I need to do Radiant Energy for the Enneagram. I'm actually going to do some normal divination because I'm very low on memory strands. And that is actually a 200-point task when we get towards like level 95 to be able to do the Enneagrams. And basically, I'm kind of like 2 Enneagrams behind. So I do need a decent amount of actual memory strands. So it's going to help me out in a long time to go and do it anyway. It's a little bit AFK. As always, we are on that video grind. So we've just done 2 videos this Saturday, and hopefully we can get ahead of ourselves just for next week. And yeah, so I'm going to just finish this off now. We're going to get 80 points for cleaning 50 grimy Cannantines. And just before we go, actually, we'll go and finish these Cannantines. But also, if I was to grab some Fellstalks out of the bank, which we got from Aberrant Spectres, very good droppers of Fellstalks. But if we were to go and harvest 50 Fellstalks, that's going to give us another 200 points on top of that. And we are now below 3,000 points. It's a couple of these random tasks are really high points. Like Fellstalks being 200 points is quite crazy. And if you're unsure on how to train your farming, I personally don't like pineapple trees because it's a bit too annoying. I use Samden seeds from the Juju farming. They're a lot quicker because basically they're just harvesting herbs. And because they're just harvesting herbs, you can basically spawn them really quick. So we'll actually possibly get 95 farming from this as well for getting the 50 herbs. There we go. 200 points there for 50 grimy Fellstalks, and also 95 farming as well. So a couple of good things there. God grapes. We've also got dragon fruit and also some FG stages as well. So that's really nice. Hopefully at some point we can actually get these Fellstalks to turn into potions. They're actually quite handy for potions because you can spam the Morcello mushrooms. If you do Spectres, you get a lot of Morcello mushroom seeds. So it'll be a nice quick herb to do, especially if you put them in the machines. Use your machines and you should be able to get that sorted. So 2.8k now left to the next level. I'm going to go and use the boat here to go to Dragon Tooth Island, go and start getting the Radiant Energy. And that should be a 200-point task when we come back. But I'm going to stick around and do a little bit of div, edit some videos, and then we'll go from there. And there is another 200 points. It was actually Radiant Energy, not the actual memories themselves. So that was a lot quicker than I thought it was. I'm probably going to go to another spot to go and get some energy because this is really annoying. Also, there is a butterfly event on for the wilderness, and we are all about that Hunter XP. So let's go and get that done now and get it thrown in. But I'll do some more divination, but just at a different spot because I don't like this. I don't know why my client keeps doing these blue trees, but the wisps are too hard to see. So I'll probably go somewhere like Vibrance. I use the energy for porters, and it's nice and easy, and it's very close to a teleport as well. But another 200 points, 2.6k to go. We are definitely going to be under 2k points till tier 7 today. And hopefully over the weekend we can finish it off and go and get either the God Book or those prayers. Managed to look out and catch a very rogue Spirit Timpling for another 80 points. Really wasn't expecting that one. That wasn't on the list to get, but more than happy to get that. Another one ticked off. Quite hard to spot these, so just to have one passing by while doing divination, very, very nice. Just working on those memory strands still, but yeah, we're going to go and get 2 engrams worth, and then once we've got that, we'll get our divination level. I'm hoping I can scrape 90 from 2 engrams. Should be about right with the kind of XP multiplier we've got on now. And then we'll go and tick off some more tasks. Still got a couple of things left to do. There's a lot of like 200 point tasks relating to thieving. And as you can see, our thieving is very, very close to 99. So is mining. 98 mining is pretty decent, and farming at 95. If we're desperate for tier 7, we could go and get those to 99. They're going to be very, very quick, especially farming. Farming is just literally lamping down some seeds. And yeah, we can see where we can go. But got lucky with that point. Going to still do a bit of divination, and we'll come back a little later on with what we're doing to clear some more points. So now is some time to cash in on some easy points. So the first one we're going to go do is go to the estate agent here. And we are going to move our house to Priff. So you needed 75 construction to be able to do this, and that is a nice little 30 points. The next one we're going to go and do is go to the sawmill operator here. We're going to go and buy the materials needed to go and make a gilded altar. So it's going to be 2 bolts of cloth, 2 pieces of marble, yes, I'm sure, and yes again, and definitely use this option. 4 gold leaf as well, and that is going to be enough to make a gilded altar, which, to be fair, it means that the house is more of an accessible altar than the ones we've been using. So maybe we'll make some things like some house tabs or some other stuff just to have a quick teleport to the house. But we will need a chapel, and then once the chapel is sorted, we can then throw in the gilded altar. So let's just make sure this is okay. We'll build that, and we'll build our altar space. We'll do the incense burners as well, but if we ever wanted to, we could train it here. I'll still end up doing it in the wilderness, because I think the wilderness is easier. But 80 points there for a gilded altar, which is very, very nice. Now we're going to go back to Priff. The task to wield the crystal bow, the halberd, and the shield, I'll get on with that. I need to go and find them in the roving elf spots, but we'll do that at some point. I'm just going to go and see now. They've basically done some quest skips again. So they've done some gold fixes on Friday. I've done a video about it. And they've done something with the Dream Staff and the use of fairy rings. And I think we might be able to get this task now. Yes, we have. So using the fairy ring and Amalod is another task. Or at least it was anyway, but they might have got rid of that. But I need to go Xanaris anyway, because we need to go and find an enneagram. And this is going to be some more divination XP for us when I find it. So the enneagram is just by the sand pit. So hopefully we can find it. Is that it there? Yeah, it looks like it there. And these enneagrams are just so hard to get hold of. And then a Guthix butterfly, which we'll go and catch, hopefully. This should be runecrafting XP now. Yes, 65 runecrafting, which I don't know if that gives us death range. Yes, it does. Does that give us death S rates as well? Yes, so that's another task we can go and do at Runespan at some point. Right, so the points of this is we're going to go and hand in some enneagrams and hopefully get closer to that 90 divination, and then go and unlock the next set of enneagrams. So we need, if we can find it, enneagram, radiant energy, and we also need this one. So we can do both of these, so we can hand these in. So now we actually have enough memory strands to do them. And that's what we've been struggling with, and why we're having to do normal divination. I just can't seem to get the amount of memory strands needed. But there we go. Those are the 2 sets up. We'll go over to the divination person and go and hand them in now. So 656k for that one, 675k for that one as well. That was basically like 1.3 mil XP to level 89 divination. So we can do a cavefish bubble, transmute cavefish, and some other stuff as well. But 180k off 90 divination, which is very nice. Really, really good, that is. Right, so one of the things I need to do and have been meaning to do for a long time now is go to do Tears of Guthix. So I'm going to go and teleport to Tormented Demons with the Skull of Slaying, and then we'll work our way over and we'll get there. The reason I'm doing that is because it's going to be some easy runecrafting XP and some easy runecrafting levels. Going to be worth it, so I'm going to go and sort that out, and then I'll let you guys know when we are there and what level we get runecrafting up to. But to do this, I'm just going to get the lantern. Whether you need the sapphire one or not, don't know, but I've just got it out anyway, just because, again, I think we do need it. And then the slaying will teleport me to the tormented demons as well. So off we go, and then I'll come back to let you know what runecrafting level we have got. So there we go, our first Tears of Guthix, 30 points, and not only that, we have got about 100k runecrafting XP. Definitely need to go back there when we've got some more quest points because weren't really there enough. But 67 runecrafting notes, still a couple of levels, which is always very nice. I've got to work back to get to our 70 all, but there's a couple of runespan stuff I need to do anyway, so just going to go and see if there's any possibility that we can go and see if there's a rune sphere. I really need to dial in on rune spheres and make sure to be doing them because the XP you can get from a rune sphere really is quite crazy. So that's another thing ticked off. In terms of the other stuff, what I'm probably going to do is just get stuff set up ready to go for tomorrow. But yeah, we've not done too bad anyway. I don't think. That might not have helped. I didn't give her the bowl. So, yeah, that's on me. So, a nice, easy 200-point task here. We have gathered some elemental anima runes, which we got from some fetid zombies. Got a few quick combat levels, 76 attack, strength, and 72 prayer. And basically, what this does is gives you a multiplier on your runes, so you can actually get a very high multiplier rate. So, there is 200 elite points for doing that, and also a achievement diary task as well, which is also very, very nice. So we got the runecrafting rock as well, but 200 points, 2.2k to go. So what I'm going to do next is do a couple of quick ones as well. So we're going to go and do the rogue's chest, and we're going to go and do those with some save cracking. That's a 200-point task as well, so that is very, very quick. And yeah, so after that, we'll probably just do a couple of tasks tonight and then come back ready to knock out the remainders of the big ones for tomorrow. So into Rogue's Castle we go. I believe they're just up here, but the save cracking will be nice. Actually, no, it might be around the back because it's got to go up. So here are the chests which we're going to crack, and this is a 200-point task. We are very, very close to 99 thieving, which I'll probably end up getting some point tomorrow. It's a choice between whether we're going to do save cracking because it's really quick XP, or also do some elven pickpocketing because, to be fair, that's also quite quick XP as well. So, yeah, we are going to get that nice and quick. I'll sort of hop over to when we finish this because we've got 3 saves to crack. So, once we're finished, I'll update. And then what we're probably going to do for a couple more tasks, we need to do a couple of the elven stuff. So, we need to be caught pickpocketing by 4 elven clans and also by the elven clan cloak. That and the safe is going to give us another 600 points, so we'll be well into the 1000 points before the next tier. So on to the final safe in the Rogue's Castle, 98 thieving as well. The XP you can get from these 3 safes is actually crazy. I came here like something like 400k till 97, and so far we've already done 800k, so I actually might stick around to finish 99 thieving here because I just need to wait for these sort of saves to respawn and then I can go again, and I only think I need to go once or twice round and just to get that sorted. But what this will be is another 200 points. There you go, 200 points for cracking 6 saves inside the Rogue's Castle. I have just seen that you can go and actually get the exoskeleton, which you normally get from Blade's End. I'm going to go and retrieve that back because that's going to give me a 25% chance to not get caught pickpocketing as well. So once we've got 99 and I've got the cape, I'm going to go and do quite a bit of Master Farmer to see if we can sort of like rack the seeds up. Again, seeds, herblore, kind of needs to be done. So I'm going to go and see if we can go and try that. But 200 points there, big, big task. And I've still got a lot of 200-point tasks coming. So I think we can pretty much be at tier 7 by the end of tomorrow. However, I'm going to wrap the video up there. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Again, loads of progress, both levels and also with points as well. We smashed this episode, and I really do hope you guys enjoyed. If you have, please make sure to leave me a like, subscribe to the channel. Let me know anything you want to see in the comments down below, whether it's leagues or also RS3. Obviously, after leagues is finished, we'll go and transition back to our RS3 videos, moneymakers and guides, same as we normally do. But if you've got anything you want me to do ahead of time, please let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.